Walter Howard and Thomas Kortemeyer started practicing as architects in 1982. They have covered projects such as sports halls, offices, town buildings and housing. Howard and Kortemeyer bought the Backstrasse site in the year 2000. The development consists of 8 family houses and 2 terraces of 4 dwellings each, with 2 more family houses planned to complete development. The site is located within easy walking distance of the town centre, with well-established cycle routes and road networks. Backstrasse is adjacent to a large park with direct pedestrian access to a school and sports hall. The development is a good example of varied and intelligent architecture, with a high attention to detail at an individual unit level. We met with Martin Schenker of Harrow and Kortemeyer, who worked on the design of Backstrasse and lives in one of the completed units.
What was there before? Was it just buildings or was it an open site?
There was a furniture factory. It was a company that was in the area. The original factory owner lives in the house in the far corner. It's the house by the river Dalka, and the house is from the 50s. The car park doesn't belong at current to the existing development. The practice consists of architects, engineers and several developers. In Germany you have developers that buy the land, that both build and market the build. Then the house is purchased by a client. However, in the end, the council sell the property. They had to obtain planning permission from the local council to see if the proposed designs were feasible before offering a unit to potential buyers. The site consists of the houses on the park edge, the 2 single houses behind, and the 2 rows of terraced houses. In the building plans, the entire site was included. There is always the possibility of extending the site.
The southern elevations are very open to the park, presenting a series of individual characters to passers by. The northern elevations are deliberately closed. This provides a secure feeling buffer against the park. We approached Herr Schenker's house by foot along the site's private road, one with a snug overhang. Passing through the threshold of the tall front door, we were led into a dark, complex space, with light drawing us to the main living area. The kitchen, dining and living room were a single confined space. Herr Schenker talked us through the original plans before explaining the scheme in more detail.
Is that because of the big spaces and the natural ventilation things?
Ja, das ist was mit die Lüftung ist also natural. Oder so eine Saubermacht? Oder hat man auch eine Klimaanlage hier?
Yes, there's a ventilation system, which isn't used much of the year, but does function very efficiently.
Aber auch sehr gut funktioniert. Also es gibt eine reine Lüftungsanlage. Die Luft wird angesaugt da vorne in der Hecke.
The air is sucked in through the garden and is taken in through a 200mm tube.
200 Watt, Durchmesser 220 centimeters in the ground. Right. One way back, one way back around this the Keller rum.
Around the basement and then into the house.
Eingespeist, die Luft angesaugt. Ja?
Where it's dispersed over the various floors. In this room, it's pumped in through the far corner. And then sucked away on the opposite side.
In summer, when it's very warm outside, and the air is conditioned to the ground, or in the ground, it goes down the temperature, and then in the house. And outside we're here in these green areas, and in winter time when it's the other way around.
Because the ground is warm.
The ground is warm.
Yeah. And with the water heating, how much area does it take to heat enough water for a house like this?
Wie viel Platz braucht man so ein System für das Wasser, um Wasser zu regeln und zu heizen?
It's about 5 square meters.
Is that it?
On the roof, yes.
Wow. So less than
Yeah,
I
I think
thought.
5.10 or so.
Yeah, it's less than I thought.
What were the key concepts when you came to designing your own house? The key concepts
Das waren
typically.
die so Hauptideen, als du dein eigenes Haus so vorgemacht hast.
Much light from this house and close to the north. So to have intimacy to the park and blocked to the north and the street and so on. And 2 levels combined.
Yeah.
In some areas, and the stairs up and down hintereinander sozusagen. When you look here.
This material for me, it's not timber, is it? It's just the grain from the shuttering. It's concrete, isn't it?
It's a special form of was ich jetzt heißt, Schale, ja? Especially this wood. On the ground structure or on the first structure. It's not. Das ist nicht unbedingt erforderlich. Es war von optisch so gewollt. Ne?
Yeah, it was all sort of done through sort of for the presentation.
After the tour, we left Herr Schenker's house to observe the rest of the site. There are 8 family houses, one of which is a maisonette. Each unit has its own individual character, which is created by varying degrees of massing and personalised entrance thresholds. The mass of the family houses shelters 2 groups of terraces which are clustered to form a secure nucleus at the centre of the site. However, the use of typically German garden layouts helps to maintain an open feel throughout. We also arranged to visit the planning offices in the town council.
It's the hoe.
From the home.
That's exactly where we're going.
Tells you from. This is the city council.
Building. I think that's right. So now we're off into the other building.
Das ist meine Kollegin Frau Ellermann. Das ist mein Neffe, der Große. Sieht aus wie Laura. Ja. Kompliment ist das. Findest du nicht? Ich weiß nicht, ich kann das nicht so sagen. Ich finde, sie sieht aus wie meine Schwester.
Town planning, the bit we've just been to was building planning.
Now we have a red dot, which is what you have to put in your window if you're going to build.
It's like an orange sheet of paper that we had back home.
Just start. Film that and start planning. This is a concept video. Good.
Anything's relevant.
New houses at the river where we were.
Grab it.
Oh,
That's Fritz Markstrasse.
Oh, hang on, what's this?
We've got that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's good. That's the new train station they want to build.
Grab it.
So we'll take that as well.